Most car paint is made to blend in. It was made to hypnotize. The 2026 Toyota 4Runner TRD Pro doesn't just reflect light, it bends it, stretches it, turns it into something surreal. Its new Wavemaker paint doesn't sit quietly on metal, it ripples like hot glass pulled from a furnace. It shimmers like a liquid mirror. It looks like blue taffy in motion. But this finish isn't just eye candy. It's a calculated, high-tech design choice by Toyota, one reserved only for the boldest, wildest trim level they've ever made. When you see it for the first time, your eyes pause. You're not sure what just passed you, an SUV or a sculpture. It glows under sunlight. It twists in shadows. The 2026 Toyota 4Runner TRD Pro doesn't just wear paint, it wears art. And that art has a name, Wavemaker. But how did one of the most rugged off-road machines end up looking like a piece of molten taffy? The answer will surprise you. Because this color isn't just for looks. It's a revolution in automotive design. The Toyota 4Runner is an icon, built to crawl over rocks, cross rivers, and carve paths where there are none. For decades, it's worn neutral tones: sand, steel, graphite, army green, colors that spoke of survival, simplicity, grit. But for 2026, Toyota took a risk. They gave the 4Runner something it never had before: drama. And the first clue is in the paint. The 4Runner has always been a creature of the wild, square-edged, mud-splattered, and built to be thrown into chaos. But in 2026, Toyota gave it something unexpected: glamour. Wavemaker isn't a color you'd expect on a rock crawler. It's something you'd expect on a concept car behind velvet ropes. And yet, here it is, on a machine that can climb over boulders, then roll into a car show and steal the spotlight. Why would Toyota give its roughest SUV the smoothest, most complex paint job it's ever offered? Wavemaker isn't a color, it's a phenomenon. Developed by Toyota's advanced design studio in California, this finish was inspired by ocean water, molten lava, and yes, stretched taffy. It's not just blue, it's not just silver. It's a kinetic blend of metallic pigments and translucent layering that gives it depth, movement, and surreal fluidity. Every curve of the 4Runner reflects light, like it's been dipped in liquid, chrome and wrapped in glass. It's impossible to photograph. You have to see it move. The process behind Wavemaker is anything but standard. It starts with a reflective base coat embedded with high-purity aluminum flakes. Then comes a mid-layer, infused with interference pigments that shift tone under different lighting angles. Think opal or oil on water. Finally, a custom clear coat adds the depth, amplifying the shape of every contour. This is the kind of finish normally reserved for concept cars or limited-run supercars. Toyota just put it on a 4Runner. Wavemaker isn't available across the Toyota lineup, and there's a reason for that. The paint is extremely difficult to apply. It requires precision layering in dust-free, climate-controlled paint booths. One misstep, and the reflections distort. The color shifts incorrectly. Only select facilities, like Toyota's specialist plant handling TRD Pro models, have the capability to produce it at scale. Even then, it's reserved only for the TRD Pro trim, because only the top-tier version of the 4Runner deserves to wear it. The 2026 4Runner isn't just wearing a new color, it's wearing a new body. With more sculpted lines, broader shoulders, and deeper grooves, this generation is built to reflect power and motion. Wavemaker was chosen to emphasize these shapes, to stretch and swirl along the fenders, to ripple down the hood. It looks like wind and metal, like speed, frozen in time. It's the rare moment where paint and bodywork become one seamless expression. So why go this bold? Because Toyota knows that colors evoke emotion. This isn't just about style, it's about signaling change. Wavemaker makes a statement. The 4Runner isn't just for purists anymore. It's still a beast on the trail, but now it turns heads in traffic too. Toyota is appealing to a new kind of buyer, one who demands performance and presence. Wavemaker is their calling card. Wavemaker was born from a collision of cultures. Engineers in Japan provided the material science. Designers in California studied the way surfers, skaters, and car tuners personalize their rides. The result is a finish that feels global, but speaks directly to American SUV culture. It's off-road toughness, with a splash of West Coast attitude. In the collector world, rarity drives desire. And Wavemaker might be the rarest color Toyota has ever produced. It's limited to one trim, for one model year in one market. Already, speculation is building that TRD Pros in Wavemaker will become future collectibles. Not just because of what they can do off-road, but because of how unforgettable they look doing it. The 2026 4Runner TRD Pro looks like taffy because it's not just a vehicle. It's a design experiment, a visual risk, a rolling piece of kinetic art. Wavemaker paint isn't just bold, it's symbolic. It shows us that even the most rugged machines can evolve. That utility and beauty aren't enemies, they're partners. And in a world of sameness, Toyota dared to make the 4Runner unforgettable, not just on the trail, but at a glance.